No, yeah, this is exactly what we needed. To win against a really good football team and the game's not going your way, you could have folded in that situation and kind of been kind of the rest of the season. The guys responded and then found a way to win on every single unit. I mean, offense, we found a way at the end. Defense stood tall multiple times to give us chances. And then Harrison and Ariza did a great job flipping the field and making field goals. So we needed a win like this, and now let's just try to build off of it. I think guys it's kind of an urgency thing. I mean, obviously you want to be urgent, but it was do or die type thing where you had to make something happen, and guys made plays happen throughout the entire team. It wasn't one person. It was everybody. Everybody made plays in the biggest moments, and we found a way to win.
The last drive, what about this last drive?
Yeah, I mean, the one in overtime, I thought I did a good job just going through my reads and not just being the quarterback that I need to be for that moment, not trying to do too much. And a couple of those throws, the one to Xavier, not my necessarily first read, but just sitting in the pocket, making the throw. The one to Rashid, kind of similar thing where it wasn't necessarily clean, but just gave a guy a chance to make a play happen. And that I got to be that guy in order for us to win, and I thought I did a better job of that today.
And then the last one regulation, obviously, two big plays rushing on field down in this one game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guy who stepped up and made plays happen, you know. He's got the mentality of he wants to be great, and he wants to be that guy in that moment. And whenever they had a lot of attention on Travis, I mean, obviously, and to have another guy step up and make plays, Rashid kind of in that fourth quarter and in overtime, and then Xavier as well, you got to have that in order for us to get to where we want to be at.
How much is Xavier just battling, and what does it show about him sort of cutting through it to make a reception like that in overtime?
Yeah, I mean, he wants to be out there, you know. I mean, he's not in the perfect shape right now as far as, I mean, the shoulder and then the ankle and the foot and kind of all that different type of stuff. But he's a competitor. He's someone that wants to be on the football field, and so he's going to do whatever he can to make plays happen in the biggest moments. And we called his number there at the end, and he made the play happen. And so that it speaks to him. Just continue to battle him through his injuries, and no one's in the healthiest right now. But at the same time, man, he's dealing with a lot, and he's going out there and still playing good football.
When it came to the lean on the 30 carries they had in this game, how much was that beneficial for your offense, especially late in the game when you're trying?
Yeah, I didn't know it was 30, but I mean, he's a warrior, man. He truly is. I've known that since the day I met him, and I thought it was awesome to see how he just responded over and over again. If a run got stuffed, the next run he'd get 5-6 yards, battle through tackles, break tackles, and then the offensive line took it upon themselves to get that push that we needed. And that speaks a ton to the people that we have up front, and then him and the way he's able to run the football.
How do you see how it opens up the passing game too, especially?
Yeah, 100%. Whenever you're able to run the football like that, it makes defenses come up, and then you can hit some of these deeper throws down the field that we did at the end there. So it's something that we continue to get better at. It's a short week. We got to learn from this film and move on quickly. But I'm glad that we were able to get a win and going into this short week.
4th and 3, I think nobody's gotten hurt, so you got some time on the sideline. Can you just take a quick discussion and you guys try to get that perfect play there?
Yeah, no, it was a great play call. I mean, I thought it kind of speaks to what I was talking about with Travis. They did whatever they could to take Travis away because he's kind of that guy in that moment. But it got Rashid open. And so I actually left the ball a little too high, but he showed his athleticism and went up and got it. But thankfully for us, Noah's doing all right. And then we were able to keep going and find a way to get the win. Yeah, I mean, he's able to catch the ball and make yards after catch. I mean, all of these play calls that he caught, they weren't necessarily he was the first read. We call shots down the field, and they wanted to take the shots away down the field, and you can hit him at 18, 20 yards, and all of a sudden that's 40 yards, that's 30 yards, and then you can hit him on a shallow cross, and you get the big first down, and gets 10, 15 yards. And so he does a lot, you know. He can beat you down the field, but he also can beat you intermediate, and he's going to continue to get better and better as we continue to get more and more reps this season.
Sam?
I mean, obviously the energy is not good, but I thought it was really cool to not only see our defense stand tall in that moment. That was a huge drive, and then to stand tall and just kind of take it upon themselves and say, we got to get a stop right now. And then there was like a feeling that you had in Arrowhead. You could see the fans kind of were behind us. Like they didn't kind of hang their heads because there was a fumble. They said that we're going to be with y'all through the end, through this all. And I thought that was really cool, and you could kind of feel that momentum kind of swing in our favor even after a bad play for us. So I'm glad that happened here because I thought that really did change the outcome of the game.
There's obviously that work to do after that, but the three out there, just the way they did it, was almost a stage in that moment. Are you guys able to feel that?
Yeah, 100%, and you could feel the energy. I'm telling you, you could feel the energy of the defense, the stadium, and it was kind of, we're not going to lose this game. We're gonna find a way to win, even though everything hasn't gone our way to this moment. We're going to find a way to get a stop here, get y'all the ball, give y'all another chance, and we were able to make it work. And then even in going into the fourth quarter, obviously we want to end with a touchdown. They got a stop, big stop. Defense gets out there immediately, gets a stop for us, and gives us another chance to go down the field. So it was a true team effort. It was a special moment, and I'm glad that we were able to win that game. And now we're going to have to build on that through the rest of the season.
That was going to be my question, just about the overtime stop. Just do you feel like that collectively did for the offense to give you guys an opportunity to only get a field goal win?
Yeah, obviously we were backed up, but I thought we did a great job getting the ball down the field and guys making big plays, and then just knowing that we just got to get into field goal range and be across midfield and having all the trust in the world in Harrison to win the game for us. And so we got it down there close, and we felt really good. And obviously sent Harrison out there, and he did a great job making the field goal.
And you targeted the running backs today more than you had. Is that a conscious effort on your part and the coach's part to get the ball to them, or just kind of game flow?
No, I thought Coach Anarumo did a great job covering some of our deep stuff, especially early in the game. And he has a good feel for what we do, and you have to keep pushing. You can't compound mistakes. And obviously, the first mistake happens, throwing the ball. I felt like Rasheed was open, and I just got the ball tipped and intercepted and hurt us. But I wasn't going to let that affect how I was going to play the game. So I was going to take shots when they were there, and if they're going to cover them up, throw it to guys underneath and let them make plays happen. And I think throwing it, especially early in the game, it got their defense to step up, and then we were able to hit some shots on the field later in the game.
Last two by, keep going by.
Obviously, you have to take advantage of this, but you alluded to the do-or-die mentality today. How much coming off the field did this sort of reframe how you're looking at everything, give you fresh life in a certain way?
Yeah, we're still not where we want to be at, but this was big, getting that win against a really good football team, kind of proving it to ourselves that we can play this kind of football game where it's not always pretty, and I think now we've got to build up that momentum. It's going to be a short week. We're playing a good team in the Cowboys, and they can score some points, and they got a lot of great players. And so it's about rebounding fast, trying to be better, even better this next week, going into a big environment, big game, and trying to get that win. It's going to be a lot of fun going to Dallas and getting to play on Thanksgiving.
You mentioned at the beginning, this is exactly what we needed, I guess, just elaborating on that. Why do you do that?
Yeah, we've been in these games. All five of our losses, I felt like these games where there was plays here and there that we didn't make, and we could have won all of them, and we didn't. And until you prove it, you can talk about it all day, but until you prove it, it's not going to happen. And so we were able to prove that we can win a game like this, where it's not always going great, where multiple guys got to step up, and then you can make the big plays in the big moments, and I thought our guys did that. So hopefully we can build off that as we go through the rest of the season.
It's got that stop in overtime. Is there any doubt in your mind you guys are going down and scoring at the end of the game?
No doubt. No doubt at all. And it's just, the mentality you got to have.
Win it at the end of the game and then in overtime.
Oh, man, you just believe. You just believe every snap.
No, it's the best, man. He's our fearless leader, man. That guy's the most competitive human being I know, and we love him for how he leads this team, both on the field and practice throughout the week. And right now, man, it's he's leading us into victory, man. It's the best.
Yeah, it was a critical point in the game. We was backed up. Well, they were backed up. We just had created a turnover, Kareem fumbled. And for me, it's just about keeping the fans in tune, giving that momentum, making it loud, creating chaos. And also, it energizes the defense, I think energy is contagious, so you got to continue to promote it, especially critical moments like that in the game.
What pleases you most, Chris, about the way you guys followed up today?
I kind of knew it was going to happen. If you look at the track record throughout the year at the running backs we played, nobody done bust 100 yards over us. I think we had one runner who had 100 yards over us, but as in stopping the run, we were committed to stopping the run, and then we were able to get after the quarterback.
Chris, you might have preferred to win by more, but in the end, is it good for you guys to win a game this way, have it play out like this, have it come back and have a gritty end?
A win is a win, man. We'll take it. Listen, winning in this league is so tough, and especially when you're playing those type of caliber teams that you may see in February, you know, it's tough, and the margin for error is like that. So, you know, we was able to pull off a good win against a great team today, and look at film, move forward. We got a tough team coming up in Thursday in Dallas. So,
Basically, you guys all came alive, so to speak, in the third quarter, fourth quarter, I guess. What would you say when that happened?
I mean, momentum is high, man. It's a sense of urgency in the building, especially where we want to go as a team. I think everyone feels that, everyone knows that, and for us, it's about continue to keep each other going.
Did you feel like, you've been a lot of seasons, right? Did this feel must-win to you guys, knowing where you sit in the standings and how much of a swing any one of these games could be for your ultimate fortune?
Well, we're sitting at 5-5. We got 7 games left. The top teams of our division is like 9-2, right? So I think it's a must-win, you know, because if we lose this game, we go to 5-6. Our playoff chances at 23%. Then we got a tough schedule coming up. So I think this was a must-win game. I think we got to take it like that throughout the end of the season as a team. You know, these games are important for seeding and also for securing a spot in the playoff.
Is the last snap you guys had, I think it was 3rd and 2, was you and Tranquil come in to the middle to stop the run. What did you see on that play? Was there some tendency that you noticed where they might go with it?
You know, I can't really spill too much on our defense, you know. But Spag do a really, really good job of moving us around and getting me in spaces to make plays. We just, for us today, we executed at a high level on all phases of the defense. Gave up a few big runs, but it's okay.
Chris, when it was 20-9 and you walked on the field in the fourth quarter, after credit the energy of the crowd and you kind of got that going, how do you feel about the energy when you walked on the field before you started to kind of rile them up?
Well, it's a momentum shifter, you know, especially when a turnover is created. Everyone is kind of looking like what's going on, and the crowd is like, but keeping everyone in tune in the game. And then we as players, we're able to feed off of that crowd yelling, you know, showing their support, and things tend to happen. Great things tend to happen for us when the crowd, everyone is hyped, you know.
So considering you are a must-win mode now, probably for the rest of the season, I guess how quickly do you have to turn the page to Thursday to
I think like tonight, I'm gonna rest a little bit and watch a little film on Dallas. I'm gonna watch the game. I think they play at like 3:30, 3:35 or something like that. I'm gonna watch the game so I can get ahead of the schedule. And we come in tomorrow, watch a little more football, and you know, prepare for Dallas.
The one time it kind of got you guys was that 3rd and short early in the third quarter. You got that 27-yard run. In overtime, was it a similar look they gave you? Did they run a similar play since that's when they had success?
So with that play, it was 3rd and short, and the quarterback was on a center, and we played sneak defense, as in quarterback sneak. So everyone was crunching in, and he was able to break away from the outside because he ran it to the right and bounced it. So, you know, and there's holes in every defense that you run, you know. He was able to find a hole, and he was able to break free. But we was playing sneak. We was thinking the quarterback sneak, so everyone was crunched in.
But did you learn something from that that helped you on the overtime side?
We didn't play sneak again. I mean, I guess we learned something. That speaks for itself.
Couple more.
Hey, Chris, how important was it for you to show up individually as a team leader for this game?
I think for me personally, I got to show up the rest of these games in playoff county. You know, I'm my biggest critic. For me, I was able to take some time off during the bye week, self-evaluation, what I could do better, and what I have been doing, self-evaluating myself and see what I can do better. And for me, it's about taking it to practice and transitioning to the game.
Describe this as exactly what we needed. You feel the same way, and so why?
Excuse me?
Pat described the game as this is exactly the type of game we need to win. You feel the same way.
Well, I mean, you know, I would rather take it in a different way, but adversity builds character. We got to see the character of our team today, offense, defense, and also special teams. When you face a good team and in critical situations, you're down going in the fourth quarter, you know, we might be familiar with that along the season. So for us to pull together as a team and to overcome whatever adversity it was and to beat these guys, I think we needed that as a team, definitely for sure.
Last one.
Yeah, Chris, you know,
kind of going off that last question, seeing each kind of facet of the game make plays, offensively coming back, scoring late, defense gets stops, and then Bucker in 5 field goals. How big is it to kind of see everybody making plays, knowing it's kind of like you said, win now mode the rest of the way?
It's something we can build off of as a team. It's something we're going to need to continue to do as a team in order to win these games. We've got a lot of tough teams coming along, and it's going to take every phase of the game to win, whether it's special teams, offense, defense, and we was able to pull it together today. So that's a great building point. We just got to be consistent with it, build off of it and continue to build off of it. So y'all take care.
Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs got back on track in Week 12, improving to 6-5 on the 2025 season with a 23-20 overtime win against Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. Now the Chiefs will have a quick turnaround in Week 13, hitting the road to face Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Kelce was relatively quiet against the Colts, finishing with 4 catches for 43 yards. Still, despite trailing by 11 points entering the fourth quarter, Kansas City rallied thanks to kicker Harrison Butker, who hit the game-tying field goal in the final seconds of regulation before drilling the game winner in overtime. But before he was a star in the NFL, Kelce spent his college career with the Cincinnati Bearcats from 2008 to 2012. He appeared in only 35 games after being suspended in 2010 because of a failed drug test, finishing his career with 59 catches for 875 yards and 10 touchdowns, and after the Week 12 win, Kelce took time to link up with fellow Cincinnati alums, including Colts cornerback Sauce Gardner and wide receiver Alec Pierce. The three posed for a photo and exchanged a few words before heading their separate ways. Gardner and Pierce notably helped Cincinnati reach the college football playoff in 2021 before falling to the eventual runner-up Alabama Crimson Tide in the Cotton Bowl. Patrick Mahomes completed 29 of 46 passes for 352 yards and 1 interception as Kansas City, 6-5, prevailed in a one-score game for the first time in 6 opportunities this season. Last season, the Chiefs went 12-0, including a postseason victory. In such situations, Kareem Hunt rushed for 104 yards and a touchdown on 30 carries, and Rashee Rice caught 8 passes for 141 yards for the Chiefs, who overcame an 11-point, fourth-quarter deficit to end a 2-game losing streak. Daniel Jones completed 19 of 31 passes for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Colts, 8-3. Michael Pittman Jr. and Drew Ogletree caught touchdown passes and Laiatu Latu had an interception. Indianapolis star Jonathan Taylor was held to 58 yards on 16 carries with 27 of the yards coming on one handoff. The Chiefs forced overtime on Butker's 25-yard field goal as time expired in regulation. Indianapolis had the ball first in overtime and went 3-and-out for the 4th consecutive time. The Chiefs then moved 81 yards on 12 plays. Mahomes completed passes of 30 to Xavier Worthy and 21 yards to Rice on the game-ending drive. Michael Badgley kicked field goals of 32 and 23 yards in the third quarter as the Colts held a 20-9 lead. The Chiefs moved within 3 when Hunt scored on a 2-yard run and Mahomes threw a 2-point conversion pass to Rice with 8:37 left in the fourth. Indianapolis then went 3-and-out for the 3rd straight time in the fourth quarter, and Kansas City took over for the game-tying drive. Latu and Feldarius Payne combined to sack Mahomes on 3rd down to force Butker's tying field goal. The Chiefs outgained the Colts 494-255 and had a 33-10 edge in first downs. Indianapolis' last first down came in the third quarter. Earlier, the Colts forced a turnover on Kansas City.